welcome to Southern Ways with Felicia. On this episode, I will be sharing a unboxing that is very sentimental to me because it is a box that my mother created for me when I got married. So I am getting ready to be celebrating tomorrow, August 16th, my 17th wedding anniversary. This is a photograph of my sweet hubby and I on our wedding day, again, August 16, 2003. My mom actually surprised me. I had no idea she was putting this box together when I got married. And she literally made the box and just purchased some wedding wrapping paper and wrapped it and just kept collecting stuff throughout our entire time we were planning for our wedding until we actually got married. So I would like to share with you some of the mementos that we have inside my keepsake box. To begin with, of course, we have our invitation that we sent out to those who attended our wedding. And we have our wedding program that we gave those who attended. This is actually what we put in the paper after we exchanged our vows. Of course, living in the South, you always put your wedding in the local newspaper, and of course we followed suit and did so. So this is actually our announcement of when we exchanged vows. We have our guest book that all of our guests signed who attended our wedding. And I also have in here the pen that they used to sign the guest book with, and I'm hoping my daughters will actually, use this when they get married. I have two daughters, so we'll see. One of the keepsakes that I really, really adore is, if I can get it out, is this journal that my mother put together. This journal, on the outside, she decorated it with bows and a wedding gown, and she had all of my friends who came to my various showers. They wrote little notes to Norris and I. We have photographs in here. She has our my bridal luncheon invitation that we gave to all of the bridesmaids. And here's actually a photograph of me sitting at the table of the bridal luncheon. I have actually forgotten that she had photos of when we went and tried on wedding gowns. But the most treasured page in this journal is the last couple of pages. And here in this on this page, in this little envelope, clear envelope, is my mother's handkerchief from the day of the wedding. And she wrote me a little note, and it says that this special keepsake is filled with a lot of tears and love, which I think is just so thoughtful. And then at the end, she writes a little note to my husband as well. We've received so many gifts and cards. There are so many cards in here, and I want to say that I still use some of my wedding gifts, and all of our family and friends who gave us, whether they gave us money or they gave us gifts, I made sure that we wrote them a thank you card. And so even to this day, there are things that we have in our home that I know were given to us when we were married, and I remember who those persons were that bought those gifts, because writing out thank you cards helps you to remember who gave you what, and it just sealed it in my mind. So, you know, I'm so grateful, and I still have all the cards from all of those gifts. I had to have my wedding gown hemmed, and so this material right here is actually from the bottom of my gown, and I plan to make handkerchiefs out of the material that was left over when my daughters get married one day. I have my tiara that I wore, and if you look closely here, you see that I have my tiara on. And I just wanted it to feel like a little princess, so my tiara is kind of dainty, and it has rhinestones and pearls because I am a pearls girl. I love pearls, and the pearls actually make the rhinestones look like, you know, they're little flowers. So again, I hope maybe one of my daughters will wear that as well. My bouquet was actually made by my mother, and this is actually what she made my bouquet with, and I hope when my daughters again get married that they will consider carrying this as a family heirloom when they walk down the aisle. My mom owns a florist, so she actually did all of the flowers for my wedding. I have the little box that my husband's ring was in. And this is some of the material from one of the bridesmaid dresses. They were coral, and they actually were, my bridesmaids were, they actually picked out their own dresses because I wanted them to wear something that they felt would be flattering to their body, as well as a dress that they would be comfortable in. And so as long as it was in the coral, and we had, I think it was like 10 different designs for them to choose from. They picked out their dresses, and I have to say all of them look rather beautiful. This is a corsage from one of my showers, and this looks like it is a dishcloth with ribbon. One of the little keepsakes from our reception. I actually remember sitting at my mother's kitchen table and making these along with her and one of her sweet friends. And so these were definitely made with love. And here's the cork from our bubbly from our wedding when we toasted for the first time. Looks like we have Moet. So there are just a ton of things in here. And this little yellow slip right here is actually from my husband's aunt, who is no longer with us. A sweet note that she left to Norris and I, and we have a few family members who were with us for our wedding day who are no longer with us. So it just touches me when I go through this box and I find little notes or mementos from them, and remember how happy they were on our wedding day and just how supportive they were of us in our union. So I have my handkerchief from the wedding, then I have my hubby's handkerchief from the wedding. Just so many things, and so I hope you enjoyed looking into my little keepsake box that my mom created for me. I am sure that any bride in your upcoming bride in your life would appreciate a box like this. You know, when you're preparing for a wedding, there's so much going on and you're trying to keep up with all, you know, your keepsakes and things like that, but it can be difficult. So this would be a wonderful gift for you to gift a bride with, because it is a gift that she will remember and she will keep up with, and it's nothing like having a place to house all of your collectibles. So I hope you'll consider, you know, creating a keepsake box for your daughter, your granddaughter, sister, a dear friend. Like I said, my mom, she actually made my box, but today there are all kind of boxes out there, beautiful boxes, decorative boxes that you can use and that you can keep go ahead and just start collecting things in. But I enjoy pulling this box out every couple of years, and I have to say, I always find something that I didn't remember from the previous year. So I'm so glad that my mom did this, and I plan to do this with my own daughters. So I hope you enjoyed this special anniversary unboxing. If you have a box like this, comment below. I'd love to know that you have a keepsake box such as this. This is also a great thing to do for someone who is getting ready to have a baby. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. We'd love to have you as one of our followers, and to come back and check out some of our future videos that we have in store. So again, I thank you for visiting with Southern Ways with Felicia, and bye-bye.